Yay. Okay. Happy Thursday. It is May 27th, 2020. Welcome to the Team Nourished Team Call. I am so pumped that you guys are spending a little bit of time with our team tonight to get to know one another, to kind of reconnect, and to learn a little something or other. First things first, like I said, I do just want to welcome, I know we have Stephanie. This is her first team call meeting. So yay, Stephanie. She's not a new coach, but she is new to dabbling in maybe wanting to start a business. So I'm really pumped that you're here. Stephanie and I go way back to Lynchburg pre-marriage, Danielle. So, I mean, pre-kids, pre-marriage, pre-military, pre-all the things. So makes me really happy to see her sweet face. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get to my fun thing here. I wish I was more tech savvy. This should just go to show people you do not have to be tech savvy in order to run an almost six-figure business. Like, I don't even know how to do this. Slideshow. Play. Woo! There we go. Amanda, can you see that? Or somebody give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, good. I know sometimes the screen share gets a little wonky. Okay, so again, welcome to the Team Nourished Team Call. New coach must knows, in case you are a new coach on the call or you are watching the replay of this. I did want to, again, just completely welcome you. Our core mission is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling lifestyle. One, if you are a brand new coach, you need to start your Beachbody Challenge. Pick a program. If you don't know what program to pick, talk to me. Sorry, I think that must be Paige getting her call. Oh my gosh, there's an alarm. Pick a program, pick a nutrition plan, get your butt in our boot camp. I don't care if you didn't start this Monday when we started. It doesn't matter. Today can be your day one. Tonight can be your day one. Start logging your accountability. Get results like a boss. That is the number one thing on our 4 vital behaviors. Get results like a boss. Don't dabble. Get in there. Get your results. You came into this for a purpose, so be purpose-driven. Practice the vital behaviors. I kind of casually mentioned that there, but vital behavior number 1, be proof the product works every day. That means you need to be doing your workout. You need to be drinking your Shaco, that kind of thing. Number 2, connect, invite, and follow up. Connecting, we're going to talk a lot about that tonight because a lot of that has to do with social media. There are ways to build your business without social media, and that is totally fine, but we tonight are going to be talking about social media and sharing your journey. So number 3, help people get results and recognize them. Number 4 is personal development. Drop your personal development in the chat box so we can all encourage one another if you need ideas for personal development. I know lots of coaches on here can give you ideas for that. I am currently reading, well, it's somewhere in here. I don't know where it went. It is a Christian leadership and coaching book. So for the mindset certification that I am going through. The next thing on your list of must knows is hit Success Club 6. You're going to hear it. It's okay that might be a foreign language to you, but that just means you're going to help 3 people this month. You're going to enroll them as coaches, and we can walk straight through that. You're going to advance your business to Emerald, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. And you're going to hit Success Starter, so earn your ticket to Summit. The last thing you're going to do is sign up and log into our coach Good Vibe Tribe training site, and that information is in our team page, but also I can drop that to you, but this is it as well. Take a little screenshot right there. Our team training website is goodvibetribecoaches.com, and then there is a one master login. Now you do not need to create your own login, so just use that login right there, and again, that is in our team page as well. Okay, so on to recognition. Yay, one of my favorite parts of our team call of my week, truthfully. I love getting to celebrate you guys. It makes my heart so happy to celebrate our team. We are doing incredible things. I don't know how many of you guys are in Soul Warriors. That is our upline team Meredith's page, but she put a compilation up from April of everybody that our greater team, our grandma team helped. Then she had, I don't know if she did it, I don't know who counted all those people, but that's 1,300 people from our team got enrolled in one of our boot camps or as a coach on our team last month. Guys, that is just freaking mind-blowing to me. I mean, that just blows my mind that there were 1,300 lives that our team got to change. Not 1,300 challenge packs sold, but 1,300 lives that we got to touch with our all-inclusive product. So to celebrate the people who on Team Nourished are doing amazing things, we always have our weekly top 5. That lineup right there is compilated by the volume. So what you are personally selling, the team enrollments that the new coaches that you're bringing on, and the Success Club points. It's a very fancy math equation that my virtual assistant takes care of for me because I'm bad at math, which you will find throughout all of my coaching calls and everything. But to celebrate those, Carrie Summers, congratulations. You took the top spot this week. Megan Pickup, congratulations. Amanda Collison, Amanda Harold, and Paige Yorgi. I love seeing the faces and the pictures that Alex, my assistant, helps with. I'm always like, oh, everybody is so smiley and pretty, and it makes me really happy. And I always look forward to seeing it because it just lights me up. I love it when new coaches are on there. I love seeing new faces on there. Success Club earners. Success Club, it's a very simple system. Beachbody assigns a point system to each enrollment. So for every challenge pack sold, and I call them bundle packs. You can call them challenge packs, whatever you want to call them. Oh, good. Layla's hopping on too. Whatever you want to call them, you get 2 points for them. You also get 2 points for Shakeology Home Direct. There are several things. The Recover and Energize bundles, you get 2 points for. Any Home Direct over 90 PV, which again, I may be speaking a foreign language to you. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Let it be water under the bridge. You earn 2 points per person. So Carrie Summers is already at Success Club 10. So that is why she took the top spot and why she continues to rock her business. Congrats, Carrie. On the board this month, Megan Pickup at 4. That means she helped 2 people. Amanda Collison at 2. Myself at 2, which actually I'm at 4 as of today, but when this was run, it was 2. Leanna Morris at 2. Paige Yorgi at 2. Amanda Harold at 2. Nikki Welsh at 2. And Kendall Fawns at 2. Congratulations, lady. It makes me really excited to see us helping all the people. And it is still so early in the month, and I fully expect this board to be like triple last month. I mean, it just is bananas right now. Okay, so if you are confused about what I was talking about, oh, we got another participant. Yay, Kim's hopping on. If you are confused about what I'm talking about when I say emerald, when I was talking about that, this is the Beachbody rank structure. Don't let it intimidate you. Truthfully, this right here is what you need to focus on in the very beginning of your business. All this is, and any other rank beyond any of this is this over and over and over and over again, and then teaching your team how to do the same thing. Emerald is 2 active coaches. When you enroll your new people, you are just going to enroll them as a coach. It's way easier. It's not deceptive. It's not like, don't plant doubt where doubt doesn't need to be. It is way easier. I did this for a coach this past week. Bless her heart, she went and did it without doing the share cart that I had sent her, which was set up correctly. She just was like, I got so excited. I just went on your website and I just did it. And I was like, but I sent you a share. Whatever, doesn't matter. We will fix it. So we had to go back through and retroactively get her a coach account so that, because she's military, so she could get her full 25% off, all of that stuff. So it just adds on more work if you don't start at the beginning. Just start it. We have verbiage in our team page. I'm happy to tag you in it, or Amanda or Carrie or somebody can tag you in it if you need that verbiage. It's very easy, very concise, leaves no questions, and build your team quickly. It costs the exact same thing for them. Doesn't cost any more on their first month of enrollment. So just let that be that and build your little team. You get to open your Beachbody bank account. Beachbody has a invisible bank account where you are accruing points and you have no access to it, and nothing is going into it until you are Emerald. If you are not Emerald, you do not have your free little or your fun little Beachbody bank account where you get weekly and quarterly bonuses from. You just are 100% commission based. That's fine, but that's not going to build you residual income. And that's not going to, when you look at those incomes or the paychecks from today in our team page, which I love watching those and what you guys are like using. I don't know, it's interesting to me, like what people are going to use their money for. Because for some people, this is a full-time job. For some people, this is a side hustle. And for some people, this is paying for your Shakeology every month. But this opens that bank account up. You make weekly and quarterly bonuses out of that. So the sooner you can take care of this, the sooner you get to start putting money away in that bank account with Beachbody. It does start small. It does grow exponentially as your business grows. You make $14 per cycle bonus there. You make $18 per cycle bonus at Diamond. And there's all kinds of other fun things that you get to go along with that. Why Advanced Emerald and why SC10 instead of SC5? Like I was saying with Carrie, I think it's amazing that she's already taking care of this check block for her month. The earlier you can take care of this, the more fun you get to have in your business, from how I feel about it. The longer you want to drag out hitting Success Club, the longer you want to drag out hitting the rank that you need to hit, the longer it's going to be hard in this business for you. So hit it early, take care of it, invite the people. SC10 does get paid leads with Beachbody versus free leads. SC5 and Emerald, you get free leads. That means when Susie is up at 10 o'clock at night and she sees an ad for Beachbody On Demand, she's like, oh, I think I'll do that. She gets assigned to someone who is Emerald or above and hit SC5 or in between SC5 and SC10. So she gets assigned a coach. Let that be you. If she's like, oh, I think I want to keep doing this, then you get the commission. You reach out to her. She's like, actually, I do need support. Actually, I do want to be in your boot camp. You get her enrolled with the challenge pack. It's Beachbody handing you people that you did not have to go out and find. SC10, you get paid leads. So Susie gets on in the middle of the night. She just searches Beachbody. She just finds Shakeology. She buys all the things. You get the commission for that. So that it's just a revolving door. They put everybody in a grandmaster list, and it just ticks off week by week by week. One to you, one to you, one to you, one to you, and back up to the top of the list. We were talking about this last week on the call, but I do want to touch on it just for a moment because I think it's such a big deal. I have hit SC10 or more for 26 or 27 months in a row. No, it's more than that. I don't know. It's almost 30 months in a row, I think. Either way, on average, I was getting between, I don't know, like 2 to 3 paid leads a week. So we're looking at probably 10 a month or so paid leads. In the last week, I think I've gotten like 9 between Monday and today, or maybe it was last week and this week. I mean, it is insane. The people who are signing up for Beachbody On Demand right now, stuck inside with COVID, with all the quarantine stuff. Like, if you aren't capitalizing on that, you're being silly. So take care of your business, do what you need to do, make an income for your family. Why Advance to Diamond? Be a leader. We're working on a diamond retreat. Build a team, increase your bonus cycle from 14 to 18. You get leadership groups and leadership calls and one-on-ones with me and all kinds of fun things. So opportunities to travel as well. Okay, Success Starter, which is huge. We only get to announce this once a month. So I really get pumped. I mean, I know we kind of casually mentioned it before, but when I get my official email from Beachbody stating you are a Success Starter, that's when we actually can be like, oh my God, you're a Success Starter. That's amazing. So congratulations to Paige, Megan, and Renee. That is so fantastic. So what is a Success Starter? Very simply, someone who helps enroll 3 people per month in 3 of the first 6 months of their business. The sooner you get it started, the sooner you earn the free summit ticket and the new test group invitation. Research has shown that Success Starters make 4 times more than people who aren't Success Starters, and getting free tickets to summit and invited into a new test group is freaking amazing. Carrie was one of our team Success Starters. She went to her very first summit for free. She did not have to pay for her ticket. Edrica Green, another one from our team, did not have to pay for her ticket to Summit. Unfortunately, Summit is canceled this year, but you are earning for next year's Summit, next summer. And the other really, really cool thing is that you get a special invitation that literally no one else in our business gets, is to be in the test group of a new program. So like when 10 rounds was being tested, all of those Success Starters, the people that hit these milestones for 3 months, they all got invited into being in the test group before it was ever launched. They teach them how to launch. They get to go through the program with the trainer as they're doing it. It's an incredible, incredible system. One that I am very jealous of that I have not been a part of. It's kind of on my Beachbody bucket list. So congratulations to those who have ticked off month 1. So next, you're going to tick off month 2. Okay. Couple of announcements, housekeeping kind of things. We are doing our summer strong sale, so $20 off all of our Total Solution Challenge packs. I call them bundle packs. That means the least expensive challenge pack right now is $140. That's 1 year Beachbody On Demand and either Shakeology or the performance line. Guys, this doesn't happen but once a year. So if you've already been talking to people and they gave you some kind of price objection, now is the time to reach back out to them and say, hey, I know last time we talked about this, it wasn't in your budget. I wanted to let you know that it is $20 off right now. It's the least expensive that it will ever be. Guys, this is freaking bananas. Like, I don't know. I just can't even imagine. I did not come in with this. I came in with DVDs. So like the fact that we get to offer this to people at $140 is just insane. I can drop $140 walking into Target. Like, it's just a fact. So the fact that you can have the opportunity to literally change your life in the same amount of money versus buying a bunch of stuff from the dollar spot that will probably just get thrown in the trash later. See what we're going to do. I had our newest coach, Casey, who just enrolled yesterday, this morning. Her husband bought her this for Mother's Day. This was my Mother's Day gift. So like that to me was kind of a special little thing. She's wanted to do it for a really long time. And he was like, all right, if this is what you want to do, Mother's Day gift. And I thought, what a fantastic thing. Like, I just love that he sees that in her and wants to do that. Okay. Couple of other quick little things. I was talking to Paige about this last night. That's why I'm pulling it back up now. And there's a lot of new coaches on our team. If you are not on the Success Club trip wait list, do it now. Right after this call, I have a post scheduled, so it's already going to go up, that has the link for that. Click it, fill it out. It's free. Who cares? If you don't get off the list, you don't get off the list. If you don't work your business, you don't work your business. No big deal. But if you do, Beachbody sends us on an international trip every single year, except this one because of stinking COVID. But next year's is in Riviera Maya, and you get the opportunity to choose between 2 different all-inclusive resorts. You do get a +1. You do get, again, it's all-inclusive, so unlimited drinks and food. I think this year, I know there was unlimited not spa credit, resort credit. I think it's the same. If it's not, it's a lot that they give you. It's like $750 worth of resort credit. I will be staying at the Unico. There are 2 different dates. Just go to the website that I post and you can look at that. Hard Rock will be more of a family-friendly option. Children are not allowed to attend Unico. That's why I'm going. We'll just throw that out there. Okay. I think we just have a couple more announcements. If you did not already know, Beachbody Collagen is 10% off. It's Mother's Day sale right now. So you get 10% off of it, plus your 25% you're already getting for being a coach. The other really cool thing about this, so if you're running your own challenge groups, you may want to let your people know, because I know a lot of people really like the collagen. I drink it in my shake every single day. But I did not know this until the other night, and now I know. You can also get free shipping when you purchase the collagen with one of these things. So like, say you want to get creatine and collagen, say you want to get Shakeology and collagen, you're going to get free shipping, which is super cool. Get more details on the special offer at FAQ 9720, which is amazing. Okay. Anybody have any questions on housekeeping items or anything about that before we start the meat of our call? Just unmute yourself real quick. I don't know. I can't see the thing. So if anybody has any questions.
Amanda, you had posted something about 20% off Energize. You get, or if you ordered the collagen with Energize.
You get 25%.
Yeah. So I needed to get Michael active. Keep him active, and so I did the collagen, and then I'm like, well, I do need some Energize, and I put it in there, and I got my little 20%. So I'm like, hey. I have a picture of it if you want me to post it.
Sure, stick it in our team.
I'll stick a picture. Yeah, I'll stick it in the team page. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. I was trying to see if there was anything else. Oh, I know the other thing I wanted to drop. I forgot to talk about this. There's a weekender kit. Here, I'm gonna stop share so I can see all spaces. There is a weekender kit that's coming out. I don't have the date for that right off the top of my head. But that kit is going to include, it's like 2 packs of Shakeology, 2 packs of Energize, 2 packs of Recover. It's kind of like what you would stick in your carry-on bag, like when you go on a trip. It is going to be $29.95. And I thought it was really cool. I got the opportunity to speak on Courtney Burton's, it's what they had at Summit. Yeah, that was amazing. I think beach bars come in it. Like, it's just like a little survival kit. I love it. I think they make incredible gifts. I know, Carrie, when you did your bridal party, like those little kits are awesome. They're great little gifts. Great gifts for new coaches to welcome them to our team, all kinds of cool stuff. But it is $29.95, and I thought it was really cool. There was a girl on Instagram that Courtney was talking about that's taking pre-orders for it. So she's talking about the products now. She's talking about how she uses them and how she loves them, and how if you want the opportunity to try them, the small kits are going to sell out. So you may want to take pre-orders now, like get a list going for people. And that way, the day that it drops, you can just send out those share carts all really quick, and they're on their way to them. I thought that was a really great idea that I will definitely be doing. Oh yeah, and don't forget about Mixed Berry Energize that is coming out next weekish, I think, perhaps. I don't know, again, with the calendars, and no, a week and a couple days. So I think it's on the 18th that comes out. So I'm very excited about that. I'm ready for a new flavor of Energize. All right, we're gonna take a big collective deep breath and go into the next part of the call. Okay, so tonight we are going to talk about, and I asked you guys to bring a piece of paper because we're gonna do a little bit of some writing, kind of like how we did the vision call. If you were on that one, if you have a paper, that's fine. If not, you can just listen and think. But I am going to kind of guide you through a couple of little things because I think it's really important that maybe you get some prompts. I think it is the number one hang up that I hear from people. I mean, and I want to say new coaches, but at the same time, like I've been doing this for almost 6 years and I still get hung up. I still get posting paralysis. I get confused about when to post. When is the best time to post? And especially now that I'm in Hawaii, I'm like, for the love of God, I don't even know when to post. I don't know what time it is anywhere in the world. I like blank on what to post, and I have found myself, and I don't know if you maybe raise your hand or like just solidarity in the chat box or something, but like since this whole quarantine stuff, I really, really, really extra struggle with what to post. I feel like there's creative juices flowing sometimes, and other times I hit this really big slump. And I think part of it is I don't give myself enough quiet to think through actual full complete thoughts, because sometimes it's a one-off. It's like, oh, this is a quick little post, and other times you really need a post that's got some more depth. I met with Stephanie this morning and we talked about breadcrumbing your story, and I said sometimes those breadcrumbs need to be heavy. Sometimes they are a chunk of bread, and that's a chunk of your story, something heavier, something vulnerable, something that will probably make you want to vomit when you post it. And other times it's just little sprinkle crumbs. It's like the crumbs you scooch off the counter when you've made a sandwich. Like it's just those little connective tissue threads that when somebody reads them, they're like, oh my God, me too. I have a daughter too. Oh my gosh, I live in Hawaii too. It's like these little pieces. Oh my God, I hate sprinkles too. Carrie, I think it was Carrie that did a post the other day about like, what's one food that you absolutely will not eat? That it's still a connection post. You're still building that community. The fact that I hate sprinkles with a fiery passion, I just hate them, connects me to people, because there are other people out there. There's gonna be like, there's two types of people. They're like, one type is like, oh my God, how do you hate sprinkles? I think somebody in Carrie's post was like, oh my God, I ate them by the handful as a child. And then which is just absolutely nasty. Like, we just need to confront that issue right now. You were eating candle wax. Like, go take a bite of a candle, because that's disgusting. But then there's also going to be those people that are like, me too. I hate sprinkles. They are the devil's candy. So there's going to be those connective tissues. And there has to be a good balance of them, because if all of your posts are heavy, 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 heavy all the time, I won't say you're going to lose people, because your people are going to stick with you, like no matter what. Your ride or die people that are on your social media, that your friends, whoever, they're going to stick with you. But you're not as engaging. It's like, oh God, there goes Danielle again, writing a 45-page paper on Facebook. Like, number one, just a little marketing background, because my original degree is not in nutrition. My original degree is in graphic design and marketing. People are squirrel brained. They do not read large chunks of information. So when you are typing 1 to 2 sentences max, put in enter. This is obviously on social media and not like a term paper for your college, because that doesn't go well. But 1 to 2 sentences max. And if it looks like these 1 or 2 sentences are like this long, break it up. I mean, it's the same thing when you read a newspaper. If there's type column that's this long and it's just solid, your eye does not stop and read it. We have conditioned ourselves to be very quick connoisseurs. We want very quick information, and then our eyes want to move on. If it looks like too much, we skip over it. So you may have the most eloquently worded story that just spills your heart and connects all the people, but if it's not formatted right, nobody's reading that crap. So 1 to 2 sentences max, then do a space. You can do bigger, heavier content that way that gets people to read through it. Again, a lot of times people skim posts, so you want to kind of grab and hook, tell whatever it is you need to tell, and then grab and hook at the end. So that middle piece, know that a lot of people may skim that. There are going to be people that read every word and that just absolutely adore everything that you ever have to say. And there's going to be the other 95% of people that are going to skim. Just know it's a fact. That's another reason why you have to tell your story over and over and over, because people don't remember what they read from here to here. They might remember like, oh yeah, I remember her kind of posting something about that, but they aren't going to remember your words, and they're not going to remember that you just posted that last week. Like, it just doesn't, social media doesn't flow that way in the algorithm. So you are going to have to share more than one time. I see a lot of coaches that get really hung up in that. They're like, well, I did share. I shared my post. And I'm like, okay, let's go see the last time you've posted a transformation. We're scrolling and we're scrolling. Yeah, I shared it back in January. Who the hell knows what you posted in January? Because I don't, and neither does anybody else following you. Like, if you think you get to just do that one time, you are sorely mistaken. So that's why what's really cool about social media is as you gain consistency in doing this, you almost have built-in posts. So I'm going to give you some tips for like when you're really paralyzed. If you've been doing social media for any length of time, a really good way to do it is to go back to the memories, or I think it's time hop memories, whatever it's called. Go see what you posted a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Thankfully, I've been doing this long enough now. I have some really decent content, and I'll go back and read, and I'm like, yeah, I'm posting that again. Don't share the content. Do not share it. Don't click, ooh, share this memory, because Facebook's algorithm does not care about that stuff. Copy the words, paste them into a new post, and get a new updated photo. Don't keep reusing the same photo you've been using for 5 years. You can to a certain degree, but not exactly the same one all the time. Use new photos. That's why you've got to be taking photos of things and of yourself. So these are just kind of some hints about posting in general, and then we'll kind of go into posting paralysis and like help. I don't know what to post. But it's kind of nice because you don't have to save your stuff, from year to year to year. It's just there. I got inspired to write what I wrote today for my post about Eden from a post that I did, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, when she wore this ridiculous fur vest to gymnastics. And homegirl rocked a fur vest to her gymnastics class with all the confidence of Beyonce. And I, based on my conversation with Stephanie earlier today, and it like all those pieces, and I was like, ooh, that's a good post. So you can use them as inspiration, or if they were really killer words, copy them, paste them, and make sure that it doesn't say like, for the last 1 month, I've been doing this, because obviously people know you've been doing it for more than a month. But reuse your stuff. That's totally acceptable. Another couple of ways that I keep inspired if I'm low on the inspiration pole, I save people's posts on Instagram. I'll show you just in case you don't. Oh, of course, now you're going to lock yourself. Sorry. I was already on Instagram. So right here, right there, you can see that little flaggy thing. You can click that and it says collection. You can click that and you can make yourself a little collection. Mine says post ideas. So if someone posts a post that has a really cool photo and I want to recreate it, like I'll tell you that the one of me on the rock holding the thing, I just copied someone else's post, like their picture with me in it. I was like, that's hot. I want to make a post like, or I want to make a like photo like that. So then when I'm needing inspiration for like, what kind of photos should I take? I can go through that. Also, I do it for verbiage. Do not copy and paste someone else's thing. That is intellectual property stuff. So like, don't do that. That's tacky. But if some of their words really truly resonate with you, a lot of times what I will do is use it for inspiration. I will tell you straight up, if something from me inspires you and it connects deeply with you, feel free. I'm giving you blanket permission to copy and paste my words and put them into your own voice. Like my voice is my voice and your voice is your voice. And people that know you will know if it's not your voice. So kind of know that, but adjust it to where it sounds like things you say. So like if I think of Courtney Burton as a really good example. I don't say words like rad. It's just not a part of my vocabulary. Courtney Burton lives in Colorado and she is rad. And she uses the word rad all the time. It makes sense coming out of her mouth. It sounds awkward coming out of mine. So like I would not take a post from Courtney verbatim because then people are like, who the hell wrote this? It's not Danielle. She doesn't talk like that. So make sure that you spin it into your words. I do the same thing on Facebook. If you don't know how to save a post on Facebook, there's 3 dots at the top. Click them, click Save Post. Again, you can organize them into folders. Mine says Post Ideas. So when I am really lacking in inspiration, I will go to that because at some point I saved something that was post-worthy. And I'm like, ooh, that was really good. I want to remember to do that. 2 other little tips and techniques before we kind of go into a writing thing. And of course I just lost them because I looked over to the side. Shoot. We were talking about saving posts. Oh, I know why I looked over here. Voice recorder. I use voice recorder a lot if I'm listening to a book or if I have a thought that I feel like, ooh, that might be post-worthy later on. I will do a voice recording of it. Or I will just do text to talk. For the longest time in the beginning of coaching, I hated the way my writing sounded, like my typing. I hated the way I sounded when I typed. I sounded very formal. I sounded, because, you know, obviously I went to grad school, like I'm an educated woman. I know how to write an academic paper really, really well. Social media is not an academic paper. There should not be an introduction and 3 main points and then 3 paragraphs that go with your main points and then a conclusion. Like, no. Talk like a human, like you're talking to a friend. Social media is it's intended for dialogue. So one of the ways that I've achieved that, especially in the beginning, is that I don't know how to do it on Androids. Y'all are crazy with your Androids, but this is one that I did yesterday. And I just sat there with this little button right here, this microphone. And if you don't know how to get it on your phone, I don't know, Google it, because I don't know how to get it on your phone. I don't know how it showed up on my phone, but it's there. So you push that and then you talk like this. And I talk about my daughter and I talk about my weight loss journey and I talk about all the things that I want to talk about. And then there's the text. And I go through and I put punctuation in it and I clean up crazy words because it will autocorrect you to some crazy stuff. Don't just post it from this. Clean it up, correct it, put it on social media. That was a really, really powerful way for me to learn how to write in my own voice. So that's kind of one thing that I would highly, highly encourage you guys to do. Okay, but what do you post? Because again, I feel like that's the hang up for a lot of people. They don't want to sound salesy. They're like, oh, I don't want to sound salesy, so I don't want to post about this stuff. I don't want to be the girl. I hear this a lot. I don't want to be the girl that's always posting about Beachbody, about fitness, about food, about whatever. If you are using social media as your scrapbook, you're already the girl who is posting the same stuff, right? Like if all you do right now I was listening to this really interesting podcast the other day about on social media, you're either a consumer or you're an adder, I think is what they talked about. If you're a consumer of social media, you're a scroller. You're somebody who looks at social media and consumes it. And you might add some, I don't know, you might share a funny meme or, I think of my husband. My husband's a really good example of a social media consumer. He scrolls a whole lot. He might share a stupid dad joke here and there. He might send me something, but he's on social media to consume. I'm not on social media to consume. I'm on social media to run a business. So with that, I need to go into it with a different intent. It's not to just consume. It's to add value. And I did put up some little rinky-dink slides real quick. I mean, they're pitiful, but help, I have posting paralysis. I don't know what to post. I don't know where to post, and I don't know when to post. So we're going to kind of touch on each of those. But knowing what to post, social media from a non-consumer standpoint, you are either educating, entertaining, or inspiring. Those are the three things you should be doing on Facebook or Instagram. If you're not doing one of those things, you're being a consumer. So educate, entertain, inspire. And always remember that you run your social media does not run you. So if you are spending hours and hours and hours on social media, you're doing this wrong. You need to be posting. You need to be following your business activity tracker and getting your stuff done. And then you need to be going and living your life and having a life worth posting about, because that is the number. Like, there's so many things that I watch people fall into. And I will be the one to tell you, like, I've been there. I get it. You get consumed with wanting to do this well. And so you're constantly, I'm looking for inspiration. No, sweetheart, you're scrolling. Like, get inspiration from the life that you're living. Go out there and live an interesting life. And I know that that's a weird concept, but like, that was something that I felt very, like, I don't know, the right word is convicted, but I felt like I was not an interesting person. So like, why would I have anything interesting to say? So I went out and did interesting things. I went out and went to a site my best friend from Lynchburg, Sarah, and I, when I started this business, we did field trip Fridays, and we just picked random places in Lynchburg to go to. And I posted about them because that's what I was doing in my life. Even now, like, if I am feeling, my life sucks and quarantine sucks and all this stuff, go outside, take a walk, like, do something, do a puzzle, read a book, do something, and then share about it. But I kind of wanted to wrap back around to what to post. Your business activity tracker has some pretty decent ideas. So pull that thing out. Your daily life. What are you doing? Maybe you're a mom. Maybe you work outside the home. Maybe you, I don't know. I was talking to this girl on Instagram, and she has a ranch in Arizona. Like, that's cool. She posts about her ranch in Arizona. Like, that's the daily life stuff. Workout clips. I know I get so many people are like, I'm not posting my workout clips. I can't do that. Well, neither did I for like, 3.5 years, or I'm at 6. So like 3.5 years, I did not post a single workout clip. I might have posted some sweaty selfies, but there was not a jiggly bit of my body on social media. Like, it wasn't a thing. There was never a time that was going. In my head, I was like, I'm not going to be one of those coaches. I'm not filming myself. Then I kind of stair-step my way into it with filming on time lapse. So on your iPhone, again, with the Androids, I don't know what you guys do for life, but on an iPhone, I assume y'all have time lapse. On your camera, scroll over, it's time lapse. I set it up. I just time lapse filmed myself working out. It's so fast, nobody can see my jiggly bits. So yay for that. I have gotten more confident, and also like feeling really convicted that there needs to be non-perfect people doing workouts on social media. And so I don't give a flying crap about my jiggly bits anymore. Like, if anything, I feel like it more deeply connects me to people because they also have jiggly bits, and they don't want to see. And it's not that hot mama body girls can't do great things, because I truly believe they can, but they need to see that they can do this too. That's the whole point of posting, is they need to see that they can see themselves in your story. And so if you're hiding behind this veil of perfection, they will never be able to see themselves doing this as a business, or this as a workout program, or this as a food thing. Share your food fails. Share your food triumphs. Share a quick little thing about, like, oh my God, I downloaded our new monthly meal plan in our boot camp, and I just look through it. Oh my gosh, look, and scroll through it and show people part of what they get. Like, they need to see. We are such a visual people that we have to see what's happening in order to want to do it. It can't just be this abstract thought. So be sure that you are being bold and brave in that. And again, one of my biggest things is you are far more concerned with what you're posting than anyone else's. You might get some haters here and there that have some nasty words to say. I kind of don't. It's very, very rare that I have anybody say anything negative, because I try to present such a positive front. It's not a front, but like a positive point of view of all the things, that I really have mostly very positive people. And if I do get a slightly negative thing, I typically turn it around to a positive in a comment very quickly. So I don't let it like fester in there, because negativity breeds more negativity, right? Positivity breeds more positivity. So getting that, but like, you might have, I don't know, one of my biggest hangups was like, oh my God, I don't want my pastor to see me in a sports bra. My pastor from home watches all of my Instagram stories, comments on them, says, way to go, girl. He's encouraging. Like, he's also my best friend's husband. So like, there's that part of it. But like, I was so worried about what someone else was going to judge my social media as, and come to find out, like, he's sharing my post, trying to inspire other people with what I'm saying. So like, don't be so hung up on yourself that you think all these people are out there judging you. From what I found, the majority of people judging you are in your head. There's very few people that have enough balls to actually judge you to your face. There's going to be some, don't get me wrong, but most of the people judging you are wrapped up inside of your brain. So if you can get over that hump and start posting boldly, you will find there are 99.9% of people that desperately needed what you had to say that day, desperately needed that piece of encouragement, desperately needed that piece of your puzzle that you learned. So I kind of wanted to get a little quiet and stop talking and let you guys write a little bit. There was a prompt in a group that I was in several years ago, and I'm going to pull it back up. I had it pulled up and then I got out of it. But basically, we're going to make a list of 20. And I'm not going to tell you what to write, because these are deeply, deeply personal things. But you have to kind of connect. I think sometimes there's a lot of inspiration in hearing someone else's piece of this, that you're like, oh yeah, I want to say that. Like, someone else is able to articulate your thoughts really well. So let kind of what I'm sharing inspire you. But I want you to make a list of a minimum of 20 things that you love about coaching, about our team, about Beachbody, about your journey so far, about anything to do with what we're doing. Whether, like I said, it can be any aspect of this. I think it's really powerful to do this about coaching specifically, because that's also going to grow your team, but also doing this about what you love about our boot camps or whatever can be really incredibly powerful. So give me just a moment to pull that up. And we're going to spend like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so doing that, because I think it is incredibly, incredibly powerful. If I can. And then I'm going to have a bunch of resources as well in our, here we go, 20 ways Beachbody has changed your life. It can be anything and everything. You lost 20 pounds, you increased confidence, you helped me make a car payment, so on and so on and so on. So you guys, this is your assignment for right now. And if you are not in a space where, I know Paige is driving. So like, if you're not in a space where you can do that, that's totally fine. But before maybe the end of tonight or before tomorrow, I want you to post it in our team page, just a screen, if you're writing on a piece of paper, great. If you're typing, great, like screenshot, take a picture, post it in our group. I'm going to have like a little thing. This was incredibly powerful for me, because this is going to be the content of your post. This is going to be where this stuff comes from. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm going to turn on some music because I think that that's really powerful, and everybody seemed to really like that last time we did that. Let's see. Oh, that's. Okay. Just going to kind of quiet that in the background. Maybe not that quiet. Okay, so start making your list, and I'm going to read some other people's. I think that's really, really powerful. Can y'all hear the music and me? Thumbs up. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, so we'll set a little timer here for like, shouldn't take that long, 10 minutes or so. Do 8 minutes since we're running low. Okay. My confidence has improved. I lost 35 pounds. I lost 30 inches. I have learned how to eat healthy. I have a group of women who care about me. I am more aware of my body. It has forced me to focus on self-care. I am a better mother and wife because I feel better. My strength and stamina has improved. I feel better in my clothes. I'm pushing myself to do things that make me uncomfortable, which in turn has helped me grow. Beachbody prepared me for the biggest battle of my life. I'm in the best shape of my life to fight cancer right now. It released the woman I've always been, but was hiding because of an insecure shell. It's given me friends that I would have never dreamed could be this amazing. It's given my family a second full-time income without compromising my desire to raise my children from home. It's grown my spiritual life and brought me closer to God. It's ignited a fire to teach people how to fuel with food rather than feed with food. It's given me a platform to share the gospel. It's given this stay-at-home mom an outlet for my brain. I love deadlines and working. Shown me strength I didn't know I had. It's shown me the value of community. It's never boring. There's always something new to keep me engaged. It's given me the power to be consistent with something for the first time in my entire life. It's brought trips. As a military spouse, it's super rare that travel doesn't include going home to visit your family. And this has given us the opportunity to travel the world. It's a way for me to show my daughter what it means to be healthy rather than just telling her. It's increased my half marathon time by 15 minutes. It's brought me back to a more positive attitude. I'm more energetic. I'm not napping during the day. Money to pay for gymnastics for my little girl. I'm more confident now and have deeper relationships with people. Bought me a new swimsuit last summer that wasn't a mom suit. I'm more emotionally stable. No more antidepressants. I have a desire to eat better now. Providing a small extra income for my family. I feel fearless most of the time. I've proven to myself that if I set my mind to a goal, I can achieve it. Taught me to celebrate the little things. Gained 10 pounds of muscle, recovering from leg pain, recovered from food intolerances. I hiked a mountain. It uncovered tough issues at home, and we were able to work through them healthily. I finally found joy. I'm an example for my family now. It taught me that it's okay to fall down as long as I get back up. Progress over perfection every day. I have a team to help support me. I can do hard things. I won't die if I do cardio. I finally can accept myself, including my flaws. No boss life if I work for it. Connecting with others across the nation adds value to my life. It's safe to dream big. I'm finally off the I'm not good enough, I need to find a new diet yo-yo wagon. I love my new booty. I'm learning leadership skills. It's taught me time management. I'm stronger so I can pick up my children with ease. I'm aging backwards. The ability to commit, have a group to be accountable to, and follow through with fitness goals. It taught me that I wasn't eating enough vegetables. I really didn't eat any vegetables. No, really, vegetables are a thing. I now have a morning routine. How to push through and commit and apply that to all situations, not just coaching. How to not give up on myself. How easy it is to make healthy food. A supportive community. Oh, all right. It's always so jarring. Okay. Finish up your last ones. All right. So, does anybody have more than 20? I was like, oh, I need to write a list. I was reading, so I couldn't write them down. But those are your posts, guys. Just pick one every day. That's 20 posts at minimum. If you struggled, that's okay. Maybe you got 5. That's 5 posts. Maybe you can keep thinking about this and keep writing and keep leaning into the community, and you can explore and start learning how to do this. Those are the things that you're going to use to post about. A couple of other things, because we're running right up on time. So keep that list handy. I would encourage you to write out some posts. I always, for whatever reason, there was a whole time period of coaching for me where my inspiration came either in the shower or as I was laying down for bed. I would like literally get in bed and get all comfy, and I would lay down, and I'm like, that's so good. I could write about that. Ooh, I could post about that. And like, then I would start seeing these things out in my everyday life. And I think, oh, that's such a good post. And again, that's where that voice recorder comes in really, really handy. That's where a notebook beside your bed. That's where, I mean, just the notes function on your phone is really super powerful. You can just type out notes like that, and then you can post them at appropriate times of day. Because that was the other thing I wanted to talk about really quickly. When to post when people are on social media. Like, I feel like that should, for whatever reason, I still get tripped up on that, but like, if you get inspired at 11 o'clock at night as you're laying down for bed, know that most other people are laying down for bed too. So you can schedule a post. There's all kinds of post schedulers. I use Planoly for Instagram, Planoly. That's a really great resource for Instagram so that you can actually like time it out. But Facebook, I will type out a post, especially now that living on like in Hawaii, it's like all cattywampus with the time zones. I will type out a post because it's the middle of the night for you guys, and I will just leave it up on my phone and close my phone. And so the first time I look at my phone the next morning, I don't check any notifications. I don't do anything like that. I just push post. And it's all right there. Again, you can save that on your notes section or whatever of your phone. And then the other thing was where to post. Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Where you hang out. If you're currently a consumer, are you consuming on Facebook or are you consuming on Instagram? That's where you need to be, because that's where your people are too. I would encourage you to have both a Facebook and an Instagram, but if that's a hang up for you, then just pick a platform and drive forward with it. Like, it really doesn't matter. The big thing is consistency. One hard post a day. You've got to build that consistency of one. And I say hard post, I hope that you all understand what I mean by that. An actual post on your timeline, an actual post on your Instagram, not a story. Stories should be somewhere between 10 and 20 stories a day if you're on Instagram or Facebook. And know that you can also cross post on that. I cross post most days on Instagram and Facebook. I double up so that, I'm not having to like think about new things. If you want to post more than once a day, that's fine. Just know that sometimes that will bump your algorithm down. So just make sure you're not posting too important things. So like if you want to ask what foods people hate and you want to post a transformation, go for it. If you want to post a transformation and tell a big giant piece of your story, most likely people are not going to be seeing that. Like I said in the beginning, when we started talking about this, know that, again, I think people get really hung up on like, well, I don't want to say the same thing over and over and over because then people are going to get tired of seeing it. People don't notice, and B, the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram hold people's content back from you. So a lot of people aren't even seeing your stuff. So just start working on the consistency. Like I said, I'm going to put some resources up in our team page to kind of continue this, this conversation and this learning process, because I feel like it can be, it's an ongoing thing for sure for me. Good night, Kim. I was going to say we are wrapping it up. So it is right up on time. Sorry, I went a few minutes over. So if you need to hop off, totally fine. Love you guys. Thank you for coming. If you want to stay and ask questions or gain a deeper understanding of this, I am happy to hang out for a while and answer questions. So I am going to stop the recording though.